guys, welcome. I've decided to have a bit of a shave and currently discovered capes. Apparently I had a cape, I put it on, now my elytra looks sick. So yeah, that's fun. Last time we were here, get out the way sheep. We made the inside of the dojo with loads of crazy redstone stuff to have a little fight arena. Built a load of wooden swords for that. Oh, that is noisy. And it does that as well. We had a few fights in it. I got slapped up real hard by Gav. Craig still sucks, but that's that. Today we're going to be looking at the outside. So we built a little bit of it just to kind of make it nice to walk into. I've put a bit of a template for the roof. So the outside of the roof is going to sit on the front of that. And we're going to just slowly build it up. So each panel is basically going to be the same. So similar to when we did this house. I'm going to show you one process and then I'll just copy it round. We'll do a quick tour around. And it should be a quick, easy video. So we'll grab some wood. I've actually made a little lumber yard down here now. So we filled this area with this little shack. And put a few logs and things here, and we've got all of our wood types stored in here, which I'll be honest, it's not the most practical because this table's pretty big, but it just looks quite pretty, doesn't it? So I think we're going to go for largely some dark oak. So we'll grab some of these, we'll take a few mangrove things, which is up here. Let's go. I don't have a plan with this, as always. I'm just going to wing it. So we're going to grab a few things that I think we might need. We're going to look at these, some of these. Let's take some spruce trapdoors. See what we can do with that. We'll take some sticks just in case we need to make more fences. We'll take more than that, because inevitably I'll need more. Cool. Alrighty. Let's have a little go on this, see what happens. So we've got the staircase already in. I think we're going to look at building up this area with some flowers. But because I've got some hidden chesty things here, we're going to put some fences along this side and on this side. And there isn't really need for a door, not a door, a window going into it, as the insides are covered. But we can make like a fake window looking thing. So I think if we do a bit of this, and maybe throw some fence gates across here. That's a little bit too busy, I think. So get rid of that. Maybe the fence gates need to be on this bit. Oh man. Obviously, as soon as I start recording, it gets to my time. Lovely. Oh yeah, we also built a bit of an army. So I spent ages finding all the armor trims and made an armor trim army because why not? We'll put that somewhere useful eventually. How's that look? Yeah, that's kind of cool. This area is a bit bland, so maybe instead of having that there, we'll have it so that it goes upwards. And then put a tall plant there. Let's put this armor stand there to represent the tall plant. Yeah, that'll work. So we'll do same on this side, and we're going to do the actual sides a little bit different. I like to incorporate some plants on the sides of stuff when it comes to making Japanese builds. I think like the plants hide the walls quite well and make it feel interesting without making it. Why are you there? Without making it too busy. Something like that. Plant in the middle. Yeah, it looks a bit bodged now, but it'll all come together. So this side, what we're doing on this side. Let's make this up. So I decided that with the roofs, I'm going to have it so that it comes down in the middle, goes gradually back up, and then has like quite a big curve, so that'll be quite pronounced. Which means this middle bit's going to be lower, so I think I'm going to go for a divide here. No, I'm not. That was a lie. I'm going to go for the divide one block to the left of that. Oh, my axe is too good. Whoop. And then we can fill. Yeah, let's go for that across there. Let's see how this looks. So the worry whenever you're building stuff and you don't fully plan it out is that you end up with weird looking stuff. That's not too bad. Maybe it needs more or less red. Where's the top of here? But the red's going to be up here on these layers. If we tie this down like we did on the front, nope, not with that. Like so. We're just going to have the trapdoors here on this one. I think this will work. It's always hard to know what you're looking for and to place blocks in the right place, apparently. So when I look at this, I'm trying to make it so that it feels like there's interest and stuff going on without making it feel like it's too busy or too chaotic. These are like fake windows. There is going to be flowers in it, which will help it build interest. I think having the mangrove down at the bottom as well as at the top kind of links it together without having too much heavy red up top. And then the flowers here will kind of help that. I'll probably end up bringing a little bit of like the packed mud and stuff around the edges, kind of blending it into the landscape, similar to what's happened with these logs and stuff here. But for now, I think that'll do on that side. We're going to replicate the same thing on the other side, and then probably similar to the back. The back's basically just going to be like a variant of the front, but without the door, obviously. So yeah, we'll rattle through that and we'll come back and do the roof. And we have all four sides basically finished. So I swapped out the wool here for mangrove. I just wanted to tie in a red. We put a little bit different at the back. So we have not put the stairs around it, just so I didn't want it to protrude out so much. So we put fences instead. We are going to surround it with flowers. We're going to bring in a bit of nature, but for now we're just going to do the core element of the build. So we'll start on the roof. And this may be a bit faffy. I've not fully worked out where I want the roof line to go. But we're going to line it in deep slate. I really like how deep slate looks. So we're going to line it in deep slate, which isn't in that chest. And we're going to use a combination of every variation of deep slate. I quite like to keep it mixed up. Like, it's a pretty good block, and I think if you use all of the variations, it gives it a weathered kind of semi-shaded look. So we're just going to make a few more of the deep slate slabs. Let's go for deep slate tile slabs, and that'll do. Let's have some more actual ones. That'll do. That should. We'll go for the polished as well. Cool. So we're going to try and do most of the shape from the floor, just so it's easier. And then when I build it round, I'll probably end up using the scaffolding to actually sort that top bit out. And I think for this bit, we're going to look at going. Whoop, not there. I'm going to build. It's like I've never played the game before, isn't it? So we're going to build it across here. We're going to go up there, 2 up that way, and then we'll come onto the front face of that, I think. 1, 2, 3, and then let's go for 1 there, 1 there, and if we go stair there, we can put that onto there like so, that onto that one, and then the next block will go on the top edge. How's that look? Yeah, that is a steep curve, isn't it? So my problem here is that now this section is not hiding the mangrove, so I will have to do something about that. So maybe I'll move that up 1. Or maybe I can move it out 1 and put a slab behind it. Let's have a whirly on that, see how that looks. I don't mind the roof being extremely big on this. I actually kind of want it to be a bit big and showy and unnecessary, because that's the whole part of the elaborate dojo design. So yeah, if we do that, we can put a slab in line with that, and that will fix that problem. So that's cool. Let's get up there and throw down some stairs in the corner. So, should we put, no, that's in the wrong place, isn't it? So I want to be there. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? This may end up with more of a curve than I wanted, but I didn't really know what I wanted, did I? Because I like to just make stuff up. These don't need to be there because it's going on top. Get rid of that, get rid of that. That one can go there. We'll put in this side just for continuity and ease of seeing what's going on. Get rid of these. Cool, yeah. Oh, that is a steep curve, isn't it? That's going to look mental. So I'm going to whip around, continue that on all 4 sides. There'll be a little bit of variation in the middle here. But if I come and do that last, then we'll worry about that when we do it. And we'll build up that bit. Alrighty, we've got all 4... That shouldn't be there. Got all 4 sides done. This front bit currently looks a bit weird, but I'm going to rely on the inside layer of roof to make these angles look less aggressive. I need to whip around, get rid of all of the woolen stuff, and then I need to decide what colour I'm doing it. I don't know what colour I'm doing it. Maybe I've got enough nether brick that I can do it in that. Maybe I've lost all my nether brick. Hey! It's like 20 by 20. I don't think that's enough. I've got more in the furnace. I got more in the furnace. Cool, so I think nether brick's going to be the way. This is going to take me a little bit of working out. I'm going to get the basic thing down, and then we'll just rinse and repeat. Need to do a little bit of touching up in this area, get all this sorted, but I don't think that'll be anything particularly drastic. So I'm going to work out this area, get this sorted out first, and then I'll come back and just whip you around the methodology of it. And yeah! So I'm not entirely convinced by this middle bit here, but I kind of wanted to bring the nether brick down, so it kind of blends a bit nicer here. Probably looks better from further away. Ooh, pretty. And then you've got the background there. I think once the roof is fully done, it'll look pretty smart. We've just matched the same side or same level across there, and we've built out the bottom bit here so it kind of rolls up into that. So we'll build all the way around once I've gone to bed. Hate working in the dark. So yeah, we'll go to bed and we'll build the rest of the roof around, and we'll start building the top section of it, which will have a nice little angle. We've got everything built up now. All of the corners look fine from underneath. There's a few kind of areas where I've like bodged it essentially up here. We've turned this section into stairs so that we can hide this. I think I'm gonna run. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm saying. What even is this game anymore? I've put in these as like a guide of where I want it to ramp up. So I think I'm gonna put stairs across this section, all the way across, which will build that up nicely to there. Then if we have this section raised by doing this, that'll fix that. Then we'll put slabs going across here into the same area. That would be so hard to gauge. Yeah, so would be in line with that one. That is in line with that, that is in line with that. As I stand on this corner, that's there, that's there, that's there, which means that would come off here, all the way onto this. And then that would be all the way across here like so, up to this. That would be like that, across to here. That was a waste of a slab. That doesn't want to do that. That wants to be stairs. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah. Okay, so let's commit to building one side up, and if I'm happy with the general shape of one side, we can happily build it up from there. This wants to do that, and this wants to come all the way across. Some people are really good at roofs, and I don't feel like I am. Getting a nice steady gradient seems to be the issue. So we got this going to become like so. That slips through there. That does this. This does that. That does that. Cool. Alright, so it's a little bit steeper the front bit, then it levels off a little bit, then it's going to get gradually steeper until it hits the top where it will be spectacularly steep. Do you want it spectacularly steep? I don't want to just level it off again and put a little nubbin in the middle like so. Let's do nubbin in the middle. Bump, bump. I don't know what a nubbin is, but it sounded fun, didn't it? That goes across like this. And we've got stairs going around the side hill. And we've got slabs going across there, slab there, slab there. We'll build up the front, and this should give us a good idea of what it's going to look like. That wants to go there, not there. Stairs, 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 stairs. So this would be stairs across to this to meet in this corner. Oh, if I was smart, I'd have leveled this. No, let's stick with this. Feel like it's getting dark, but we're just going to ignore it because we're hard and we're on a roof. That goes there. That goes there. I've run out of stairs, so let's have a nap. None of these. Do I have more? Bedrock. Yeah, let's throw this in the furnace. Cracked nether bricks. Let's have a look from here. Alright. That's massive. But it does what I want it to do, which is cool. Let's float on up here. It looks way more purple from up here, doesn't it? So we're going to bring that up there. That goes to there. Cool. Alright, wow. Let's fly across this roof and have a look at it. Ooh, I don't like that front bit. I think I'm going to bring that down and back up. Maybe not. How's it look from the floor? Okay, from the floor it looks okay because you can't see it. Yeah, that's pretty imposing. Kind of looks cool. Oh, that looks sick from that angle. Yeah. I think though I'm going to do a line of deep slate going up here. So I'm going to sit and wait for that to smelt down, get myself some nether bricks, and I'll play with this. I'll come back once the roof is finished. Goodbye for now. And the roof is done, and the feature's done, and from this angle the roof doesn't look that great. Yeah, about there looks cool, doesn't it? So we've thrown a load of banners up, we've put the flowers in, we've got the angle of the roof pretty set now. That looks mean. And then as you go back, you can kind of start to see the top bit. So really shallow looking roof. Oh, it's pretty cool though, isn't it? Boom. We've got just a few peonies, some cherry blossoms, some other stuff just knocking around. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think it ties in quite nicely. I left this side pretty bare because I do plan on building something here. So I'm going to leave this as it is for now, not put too much detail on in terms of flowers and stuff. And maybe I'll tie in the next building into it. So that's that. Yeah, we're just going to quickly wrap it up there. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Oh, yeah, no, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Bye.